Hi guys, Paul.
And Mike.
PABrewNews got a beer here, thanks to him.
It's been a while.
It's been a while. Don't. Okay, sounds awesome. Okay, it's a little cool. Cold. Bourbon barrel aged triple nader. I don't. All of a sudden, I had a Ralph Nader joke in my head. But like,
Ralph Nader.
Yeah.
Ninja Turtles.
Yeah. Bourbon barrel aged triple nader, triple bock beer. Now, back in the day, way back in the day, let's see, this is bottle 2022. It's coming in at 14% alcohol by volume, but I remember the triple bock, the original Samuel Adams triple bock, and it came in a blue bottle, and it was
people were going crazy.
And I had a couple bottles of that in my day, and it's a blue bottle, but you couldn't tell because it was so caked with crap. You had to wash it out after you drank it, and because it looked like a dark black bottle.
Yeah,
the triple bock, the old triple bock
bottles.
Let's get off there, buddy. We can't see what we're doing. The old ta-da. But this is another triple bock, which is kind of interesting that they even used the same name. Well, I guess they didn't use the same name, the style name. Awesome.
That's the bourbon barrel
aged too.
Ones. Yeah, they had. I took a trip down to the Renaissance Fair.
Oh yeah.
And stopped at Tröegs Brewing while down there. Grabbed some of the. Well, they had the Rugged Trail, which you can't really get anymore. I think you have to get it down there. But
right.
I saw the Triple Nader, and it was the bourbon barrel aged one, and I was like, well, Paul's gonna want to try that.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah, absolutely. Brewed with PA grains, baby, and Pilsner Munich caramel chocolate and special B. Additional is I can say that Demerara sugar and Belgian candied sugar. All right.
It's got a very bourbon. It's very bourbon, if I remember correctly.
That's all right.
I did try it.
We won't read anymore because we don't want to ruin our little senses. But did blew in my face, so that's awesome.
Let's see how it goes. Oh, just a little one.
Yeah, that's what she said when I put down my pens.
Trooper out.
Trooper out, folks. Label out. No, I'm trying to be a little bit less generous on that part.
No, that's fine. Yeah,
I'm supposed to take more. He said.
Yeah, I'm already enough.
Enough for big head on that one.
Mm-hmm.
Aggressive pour. All right. Well, that sounds good, right?
Does sound good.
Okay.
Very, as Paul used to say, sessionable.
Very 14%. Yeah, very sessionable. 14% alcohol by volume. Label out, folks. And there she is again. Sorry about the ring light, but that's awesome. Super cool. And I'm not trying to be a douchebag. He said I'm supposed to take more.
No, that was
yeah, so that's
my behest. And I'm not super big into the bourbon barrel aged stuff, so I don't appreciate it as much as you.
Right, and I sip it out of a baby bottle.
Yeah.
All right, well, it caramel is all day. It does look like basically like Tröegs.
Yeah, it's got a very red hue to it. Very red. Hold up to the light.
I guess I got lights. Yeah, like caramel.
Look at the red.
Ruby. Chestnut. Mahogany? Mahogany. Okay. Aroma time. Okay, let me guess. Bourbon. Actually, more than bourbon. Like cherry wood.
Yes.
Cherry wood.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, like chocolate-covered cherries. But you do get that bourbony,
caramel,
warm.
Yep, nice caramel, peppery border. There's a walnut husk nuttiness coming through and a little vanilla. But there's like a cherry wood.
Smell good. It smells so boozy too.
It smells boozy. Interesting. It almost reminds me, not all the way though. It always reminded me of Flying Monkeys, and I'm trying to remember. They had now the name escapes me. Like the Matador, they had an El Matador or whatever, and they had like cedar wood chips. It was on it. It almost slightly smelled like a hamster cage inside there, but in a good way. But this doesn't smell like. It reminds me of that, but not full scale. But it reminds me of like cherry wood smoke instead of.
I'm surprised that like chocolate covered cherry
cherry cordial
that's in there. Yeah, cordial cherry
stuff. It's like Queen Anne's cherries or whatever the hell it
does have.
All right, I guess we'll just
stick. It does
tinky. All right, cheers.
Cheers.
That's a dangerous beer. Burn a little bit right there, but that's it. I will say it's a bit thin though.
Just have that warm.
Yeah,
like,
it's a little
it's
warmer.
way on the back. Way
Yeah.
on the back.
You got it's like that. Oh yeah, here's the bill.
It's got
Shit.
a good flavor to it though.
A lot of caramel.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of caramel, burnt sugars.
You get a hint of that cherry
Ooh.
or something coming up. I am.
There's something in there. Maybe it's a glass. I don't know. But I'm breathing it in. It's reminding me of something. And I just cannot put my finger on the point. Trying to think what the hell it is.
I don't know if it's because of that cordial cherry comment or what, but like I just keep getting that flavor out of it. I mean I do think that if you like the bourbon barrel aged stuff, this is incredibly dangerous.
Oh, this is good, and I mean honestly, it's kind of easy drinking for 14%.
It is very for 14, yeah. Yeah.
There's something in this, and it's bothering me. It's reminding me of like bologna or something like that. Meat. There's like a meat casing or something in here that's getting my brain all food-phobilated. It's like Slim Jim mixed in there somewhere.
It reminds me of something from my childhood.
Yeah,
like
I could say that.
Like something like when you were a real little kid. So we're going back to like 88, 89. And you'd be over at like your grandparents' place, and they'd have like liquors and stuff like that.
You know what it reminds me of?
I mean, my family's a bunch of
alcoholics. You said that?
But
this is a weird one. God, I haven't thought of this when I was a kid. My grandmother, there was a grandmother, like an old lady candy. It was a big metal jar, and it was all like curled up hard candies, like little like string candies, and it was all, and you opened it up. I don't know if you ever remember that kind of stuff, but they were like a tin, and they were just individual kind of like spiraled hard candies, and they were just, and it was like a no-name thing. It was just a grandma thing, and
grandma thing.
Oof, and it had a weird ass aroma to it. It had a little bit of the. Yeah, maybe that is that could be the Demerara sugar coming up a little bit. Maybe that.
It's got like an old timey feel to it. I feel like it would be good around Christmas.
What you're saying is this thing that might have a penchant.
Maybe.
There you go.
It feels like a good Christmas time.
Like that.
Beer. Maybe.
Yeah. You might enjoy that then too.
I'll have to try that.
This is pretty good. It's old as fuck, but it's still good.
But yeah, like it reminds me of like a beer, like, you know, there's a certain amount of like a haunting feeling in December, early January, like December, like
December
Christmas
gloom.
time. Yeah, like there's like a certain haunting kind of feeling, and this strikes me as a kind of beer that would be great around like the holidays.
Definitely getting now it's sitting on the palate a little bit. You're definitely getting like kind of a sugarless baker's chocolate kind of on the back of the palate sitting there. Sugarless baker's chocolate, not to that kind of like Tootsie Roll vibe, but just a little bit of that on the back of the palate, kind of flat tonality. I would say it's not bombastic. It's not screaming.
No,
it's not hitting you with 1,000 different or 6 different flavors really bad. Even it's really easy drinking. It's actually unassuming for what it is.
It is unassuming for what it is.
Like
I mean, you can tell it's got alcohol in it, but like
I could drink 4 of these probably in about 10 minutes.
You wouldn't know that it was as high as it is.
But it says, and I quote, "This is the big, malty, and ageable triple nader with a bourbon barrel twist. Munich malt, chocolate malt, and Belgian candy sugar deliver a deep toffee and complex malt note. And months in bourbon barrels, it adds a hint of toasted coconut. Maybe that's what I'm getting, a funky coconut, maybe? Vanilla and molasses. But it puts put it in a glass or put it in your cellar. The next chapter is yours. It has something to do with going to jail." But I don't know, coconut. There is something that's there that
I wouldn't say coconut, but I don't know. Maybe
I don't know.
I wasn't thinking coconut. I mean, I like to try and get the flavor notes out of it prior to reading it, and I was not getting coconut.
Overall, it's real nice, but you have to understand. I hate the idea of triple nader. So you brewed a bigger double block.
Well, they took their Tröegs
and then they
kicked it up.
Yeah.
I'm still not getting coconut. Even thinking about it, I'm not getting
Right.
coconut.
My thing about Tröegs, it's a good beer for what it is.
It's a solid double
but
bock.
It's
like...
still boring. It's still like lighter,
yeah,
too
I mean,
light,
it's,
too this. I don't know. They got the 14%. Congratulations.
Yeah,
you got to the 14%, but you didn't bring the flavor that the 14% should have. You know what I mean? So this is an intimidating bottle. This is an intimidating logo. This is a very intimidating everything about this. And then you go,
once you see triple, like, I don't know, like, at least at this point in my life, I see triple on something, I'm like, that's gonna be,
let's do it.
That's gonna be something.
Yeah.
Something.
And then you drink it, and you're like, this is quite refined and quite easy.
Yeah, no, it's I could see drinking this in like a brandy glass.
Exactly.
Almost,
yeah. It's a nice little
have
thing.
the fire in a book and have a glass of this.
I could see opening up another one and just slamming it down because honestly, it's pretty.
Your thing.
It's my thing. It's pretty easy drinking. I like it. Well, I'm not saying it's blowing my doors off, but it's a nice little drop for sure.
Yeah,
Nothing wrong with it.
I think it's solid.
I think a lot of people will enjoy it. Let's see. Is it bottle conditioned? Fuck no. We'll put age it for a little time, but don't.
I don't think they did that.
Yeah. You should really bottle condition stuff if you're planning on aging it for a million billion years. Their impending descent was really nice too. For 14% though, I can't believe how like unassuming it is.
It is very unassuming for 14%. Like, I think back to the days of like, Blithering Idiot and stuff, and like you were drinking those and you're like, you were like, you're getting smacked by this.
Weyerbacher's quad has 3 notes and they're all screaming at you.
Like you loser, like you're getting hit with all this stuff. But
wow.
That it masked that 14% so well. So well, I think.
No, so well. You know what I mean? Like stupid well.
I mean, you get that warm feeling, like way on the back, but outside of that, no, it just tastes like I don't know.
This is
almost like a scratch beer is what it tastes like. To me, like we're trying something new. Like here's some flavors that we don't usually throw out there, like a little malty, like
a little malted up, a little different sugars and stuff like that. Give it a different flavor. That Demerara sugar, I think, is definitely coming out in spades with different tonalities that I'm not used to. Turbinado is one, but the Demerara is not one I don't usually have too much of it. But there are some off flavors in here that I wouldn't say is off, but it's just different. And I'm like getting caught off guard a little bit. Like, what is that? What is that?
Yeah.
It's interesting that you can still pull it out, though. There's something in there. You know what I mean?
It doesn't feel like it's out of place.
No. It just seems very interesting. I don't know how this would age. I think this would age probably pretty well. I don't need... My only concern is I don't think it's going to age that well as far as it'll stay good.
Yeah.
I don't think it's going to change. I don't think it might change that well.
I don't think you would get a lot out of it by aging it, to be totally honest.
To be perfectly honest, yeah, I think you could just drink it now because the other thing is you're not getting bombarded with booze. And a lot of times when you're getting these nice big malt forward beers like this, they're so boozy, the booze is ripping the flavor right off your palate. It's inundating you with that ethanol alcohol.
I agree.
That's why you should let it age.
I agree. Yeah.
But this one is just perfectly fine the way it is.
It's good to drink right at the kick.
And I don't think it's going to lift up too much as far as those malts are concerned. I really doubt it. But it's nice.
Yeah, I actually quite like it.
There you go.
And I'm not a big bourbon barrel aged guy.
I'll give it. I'm not. I wish I was a little bit more impressed by it. I wish I had a little bit more stickiness to it. You know what I mean. It's
not as sticky as I was expecting.
Yeah, and a little bit thicker, a little bit more, a little bit more bass notes, if you know what I mean. But I'll give it an 8 out of 10. I have no problem with that.
That's right where I was thinking.
Okay, solid 8. I figured you give it a 9, we go 8.5, but that's fine too.
I'm solid. I'm solid 8 on this.
Solid 8, yeah.
I would. I wonder what it'd be like on nitro.
That'd be interesting. I would prefer it on cask.
Yeah.
That's what I'm talking about. Then you get the body up. Yeah. Then you get the flavors lingering. And then you don't have that metallic nitro taste that sometimes you get. I think a cask is be the way it is. Put this on the old cask and pump it out.
Yeah. I'm surprised I like it as much as I do
sparkler
for being a bourbon barrel. Because I've always found those kind of weak.
The one thing I did find that the bourbon wasn't screaming in your face the whole time.
No, I mean you can take
it was an accent.
Yeah, there is a note of it. Like you can definitely tell. But
all right, well, on to the next one, I guess.
On to the next one.
Here it is. This has been Paul
and Mike.
Cheers. Watch that finger. Here it comes. Cheers.
Oh, in the butt.